Well, final assessments.
I enjoyed mine a lot.
You're doing good, Kori.
We have passed this meat shop a few times over the last week. It's called the Appalachian Mountains are very interesting. I don't disagree.
And my dad got me ice cream.
One of the reasons we wanted to try it is because we are on a hunt for the country's best biscuits and gravy. Today we're just sharing the biscuits and gravy. It seems to be a very large portion. We enjoy sharing meals as much as possible. So,
It sounds like these are made from scratch.
yeah, it's sausage gravy, made from scratch biscuits, made from scratch gravy. So we have high hopes from this little cafe to bring us some good biscuits and gravy. Now we did get told that the cook is brand new. So we'll see how this cook does. But join us as we try and discover the country's best biscuits and gravy. And yes, we're not in the South yet, so I have high hopes for the South. But for right now, we're up in Oregon, and we're going to try biscuits and gravy. All right, we got biscuits and gravy. That looks like a pretty good biscuits and gravy. We got a pancake to share too. So we'll let you know. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks promising.
Yeah.
Reaction after your first bite?
It's very good. You can tell it's made in-house. It's really good. The biscuit and the sausage gravy. It's good.
Okay. If you could rate it?
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to try it. I always put Tabasco on mine because that's how I like it.
Let's see how you like it.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's really good.
Way better than most, huh?
Way better than most.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
I agree.
I'm going to have a few more bites before I can rate it.
Okay.
That is good. Well, final assessments.
I enjoyed mine a lot. The biscuits and gravy were good. Like I said, I gave it an 8 out of 10. And I also had some of the pancake, which was also very good. No complaints from me.
I think the sausage gravy was very good. I didn't care for the biscuit. It was a little dense for me. And mealy. I didn't like the texture of the biscuit as much, but the gravy was very good. And the pancake, I had a couple of bites of that, and that was good too. I really enjoyed their hash browns, which is more of a skillet potato, which I love. And they were cooked really well, like browned correctly, soft in the way that they should be. So that was really good. And again, the sausage gravy was very good, very flavorful. I would give it a 6.5. So Matt said an 8, I'm at a 6.5. But I'm also a cynic and he's not. So I'm probably going to be harsher on my scale. But
They get extra points from me because it's not made from scratch.
yeah, and which I think is fair. That you're giving them extra points for the biscuits made from scratch and the gravy's made from scratch. And it is a sausage gravy, which brings it up a notch completely. So, Dragonfly Cafe at Mount Hood.
Yeah, worth coming to for sure.
Worth coming to.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
The next day.
The Witch's Castle in Portland, Oregon. These old ruins in the Oregon wilderness were once bathrooms and are steeped in legends of murder. From the tales of murder to bathrooms to the site of high school keggers, the ruins that are now known as the Witch's Castle have lived a number of lives, and none of them very pleasant. In the mid-1800s, well before the structure was built, a man named Danford Balk bought a large portion of land around the area while Portland was still in the process of being developed. It was a big enough area that he had to hire help to clear the area, so he hired a man named Mortimer Stump, who lived in the cabin on the property with Balk's family of 10. Over time, Stump and Balk's daughter Anna fell in love, and eventually Stump asked Balk for Anna's hand in marriage. Balk refused, resulting in Stump and Anna threatening to elope. Balk became infuriated and told Stump that he would murder him if they did. The young couple didn't heed the warning and decided to elope in November of 1858. When Balk learned of the elopement, he became deeply depressed, which led to days of no sleep and of heavy drinking. When the young couple returned to Portland, Balk quickly remedied the situation as he saw fit. He shot Stump in the face with a double-barreled shotgun while all were aboard the Stark Street ferry. Balk was quickly arrested, but he was able to escape from the wooden jail he was held in. This led to his execution in mid-October of 1859, which became the first legal execution in Oregon. After Balk's death, the property was passed around through different hands down the next century, eventually bequeathed to the city of Portland. In the 1930s, the stone structure that is seen today was built near the site of the Balk homestead. It was maintained by Portland Parks and Recreation and was used as a park ranger station for restrooms for hikers. In 1962, the structure was heavily damaged in a storm and was abandoned. Moss soon covered the stone walls, the roof caved in, and some people graffitied its walls. It was mostly forgotten until the 1980s. When local high school students found it was a fun place to hold parties. The students named it the Witch's Castle, despite no connection to witches, and made a tradition of holding gatherings on Friday nights, something that still happens today. We have passed this meat shop a few times over the last week. It's called White's Country Meats. And Matt has wanted to stop several times and I haven't let us stop because we just did grocery shopping right before, and I was like, we don't need meat right now, so let's wait. But now we're gonna go in and probably get some meats for me to smoke and cook this week. We got andouille sausage,
Yum.
tri-tip,
Yum.
Ribeye.
Hot Italian sausage.
Oh, hot Italian sausage. Blech. I love hot Italian sausage.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
Yum.
Fillets.
Yum.
And I said ribeye.
Tri-tip.
I said tri-tip.
2 sirloins.
And 2 sirloins. All very fresh. That meat shop is pretty darn awesome.
I like.
I think we'll probably hit it up again towards the end of this next week before we head out of here to go to our next location.
The pool is open finally.
What, Kori?
Okay, so the pool
onto US 26
was closed when we got here, and it was supposed to be closed till like September, and it is now open today. It opened today. It's
Opened
so
today. So we're gonna go to dinner.
And I'm gonna go.
And then probably you'll go swimming, right, Kori?
I'm gonna go too.
And Avery will go too.
I have a blister.
Oh, bother.
We live in the Appalachian Mountains, and there's like historical stuff.
Okay.
There is historical stuff.
There is a lot of historical stuff, and the Appalachian Mountains are very interesting. I don't disagree.
Yes.
But some of these stories,
previous and current shadiness.
yes, I'm not denying that.
The next day.
It's Sunday, and before we left on our 2-year trip, Sundays were mostly meat smoking days for me. Matt watches NASCAR on Sundays, which is so fun and relaxing, and actually the whole family kind of loves it and we all get into it. And Matt's always loved NASCAR, so he kind of got the rest of us girls into it. And I usually smoke some meat. This week I am doing a request from the girls, which is my pork barbacoas tacos. So it's pork butt that I season with, I trim off a lot of the fat because I don't want so much fat on there, and this one actually was very fatty. So I take the pork butt, I trim off the fat. So to make my smoked pork barbacoas, which I've made it many different ways. Before I had a smoker, I made it in the crock pot. Then I got an Instant Pot and I made it in the Instant Pot. And now I'm making it in the smoker. They all work essentially the same way. It's slow cooking meat. The Instant Pot obviously could help it go a little bit faster, and it turned out fantastic in the Instant Pot. Always very happy with the pork barbacoas in the Instant Pot. But I also love to smoke it because then it just gets that lovely smoky flavor. So I get the pork butt or shoulder with the bone in, always with the bone in, because it just gives it that, it gives it more flavor. It keeps it a little bit more moist. It's the best way to do that. Then I season, I clean it, I trim it, and I season the whole thing with taco seasoning. Just pre-mixed taco seasoning. I usually buy it in a big package or in a big container from Costco. I won't be doing that as much anymore because we're not Costco shopping as much anymore, but that's how I usually buy it. And I'm generous with it. Very generous. And then I take chipotle peppers in adobe sauce and I pour it right over that. Now, these can be spicy, so if you don't like spice, tone it back, take a few out. I actually used a bigger can this time than I typically do, so this one will probably end up a little bit spicier. But we mostly like spice in this family, so that's okay. And then I top it with typically Dr. Pepper, but we didn't have any. And Matt found this at our camp store, and I actually think this would be fantastic for it. And then I'll probably fill in with a little bit of Coke just to make sure it's completely covered. And then I'm just going to put it in the smoker at 250 degrees, I believe. I'll update that if that is incorrect. And it's just going to cook till it's about 165, 170 degrees temperature, which will take quite a few hours, like 4 to 6 hours. It's a slow cook. It's going to turn out fantastic. By the time it's done, it should be just falling off the bone and perfect for tacos. So. Oh, now it's in the smoker. It smells amazing. Are you excited to go to the pool?
Yes, my daddy's going.
Your daddy's going.
You ready, Dad?
Yep.
We'll see you guys there.
Okay, see ya.
Cooked to perfection. Now it's not quite as juicy or tender as what it normally is, and I think the problem was my pot was too big, so it wasn't cooking in the juices quite as much as it normally does. This is some of it already cut up. It's not shredding, but oh man, that's good. Normally I serve it
watching Heartstopper
with like street taco style with onions and cilantro. I don't have either of those, so this is what we're doing tonight.
I am gonna watch this new M. Night Shyamalan, new-ish. If you haven't seen it yet, it's called Knock at the Cabin. I'm excited to watch it. I love M. Night Shyamalan movies. And my dad got me ice cream. Hi, people. I'm not gonna watch it because it's scary.
Avery doesn't like scary movies. Jessie's in her bed. Tink's in her bed.
Kori loves scary movies too much.
Kori loves scary movies. Matt's getting the coffee maker a little bit more ready for tomorrow. And we're all having ice cream sundaes. Kind of.
It just has caramel.
Yeah, it just has caramel. Mine doesn't have enough.
Mom and Dad were lucky. They got the last of the whipped cream. Because Avery ate it all.
Let's not blame people.
All right. Well.
Why are you recording when I'm still eating?
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's okay.
All right, we got andouille sausage.
At the light, turn right onto Southeast King Drive.
Ribeye
Then
steak.
turn
Corey,
right
you
onto
love
Southeast
andouille
Conquest
sausage.
Road.
Literally, andouille sausage is the one that you like. Is that the one that we have in the jambalaya?
Yes, that's the
Okay,
Cajun
I like
sausage.
that. I like that.
Okay. I put on Matt's washing dishes right after I started this. Are you kidding me? You couldn't have waited 2 minutes?
I didn't know what you were doing.
I have the camera out. I'm recording. Like,
I just used 1 cup.
okay. Dishes are a constant part of life in the trailer. Okay. Let's do this again. Get your stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
It's because they're wet.
Yeah.
They're steaming off of your hands. What you doing there, Trip?
Oh, just making a joke?
Oh my gosh.
You want the Shasta?
Yep. I was gonna probably use part of the Coke too.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that again.